Nightcap, it's a place to go. Nightcap, so you don't feel alone. Nightcap, yeah! For a drink, dirty or virgin, coffee, water, or whiskey or gin. Nightcap, you don't have to be coy. Nightcap, here's Ricky and Joy.
Thank you for tuning in. This is Nightcap. Hi, it's the bi-weekly web show consisting of two friends that are unwinding with the topics that make us hot. Hopefully everybody can hear me. I could barely hear myself.
No.
My name is Richard Pucci, and I have Miss Joy. I'm a real human Nickens. How are you, Joy?
I am doing well. How are you, Ricky?
I am doing pretty good. I have a drink. I ran out of vodka, so there's this much vodka inside of my drink, which is probably filled up only to here because too much Kahlua would not taste very good. It would be super thick and sticky and gross. But it would be brown. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, you want to... All right, so we're going to talk about some life stuff now.
Yes, please. I
Right.
like life stuff. Oh my god.
You like our life stuff. Our life stuff is always fun. All right, so currently, right now, I've been playing a lot of pinball. I don't know if I mentioned that last show, but there is a pinball arcade and museum in Asbury Park. It's called Silver Ball Museum. And for $50 a month, I know it sounds very expensive. That's because it kind of is. But for $50 a month, you have a pass and you can go as many times as you want and take a friend along with you.
Oh.
Luckily enough, I actually had my dad got 2 gift cards. So I went a couple of times, not really having to pay. And for me, it just seems like if it would be $22 for an hour for me and a friend, and if I go more than once a month, then I should probably just get the pass and just go whenever I kind of feel like it. So I'm toying with getting that. I almost got it the other day, but I didn't have enough time. I almost went with Opal when we went to go get a poke bowl, which, in case you guys don't know, it is a bowl that has been mixed up and it has rice. It has a protein. So raw tuna, or shrimp. And it's mixed together with things like beans, soybeans, just really good stuff. And it's delicious. And sriracha. I like their sriracha sauce. So
Very healthy.
So yes, so there's that. I made a whole bunch of fun stuff for Cupid. His birthday was the 11th. So
happy birthday, Cupid!
Yay, konnichiwa.
Oklahoma.
So I made him some stuff, which unfortunately I can't show on here. He is still currently traveling. While we last left off, he went to the Grand Canyon on his birthday.
Ooh.
He was flying around in a helicopter. He was supposed to do that on his birthday, but it didn't pan out. Something about the winds. He went climbing on this big tall thing that was super scary. And then currently right now he is in he was in Las Vegas yesterday and the day before, and right now he is in LA. So yeah, so he's gonna be at a hostel in LA until Sunday. So then I can see him. Right. Oh, Oklahoma. So yes, so there's that. But I made some really cool stuff, and I really wish that I could show it, but unfortunately,
not yet.
For the sake of, just because I have a feeling he would totally look. Oh, did I show you the stuff that he sent me from New Orleans?
No, I want to see.
Okay. I'm sorry, my little life segment, but I talk fast, so it doesn't count.
No, it's fine. I'm so happy he sent you things.
Oh yes. Well, that's because he knew that that's the one place that I definitely wanted to visit. All right, so this is beignet mix.
Beignets! I want one from Café du Monde.
Yes, from Café du Monde.
Oh my god!
The French Quarter.
I
like-
want that.
I like how our life section is basically just an unboxing section for me. All right, and then I also have Cafe Du Monde Chicory Coffee,
Wow.
which is decaf. He found decaf for me because I like to drink coffee all the time, so that's why I actually like decaf. Because at this hour I could actually drink that at this hour, but I don't want the caffeine. Oh, this is a piece of wood. This is so cool. This is a piece of wood that is a bow tie, which is very snazzy. And surprisingly enough, it will totally match my street performing getup.
I was just thinking that too. I was like, oh, that would work for both, your performing life, regular life,
Oh yeah,
fancy life. Okay.
Oh yeah, it's a really cool piece of like textured wood. I don't know. And then it's a painting of a mask.
Ooh.
Right? Which I still need to put up. I had plans of like putting that up, but I still haven't put it up yet. I'm grabbing everything from the very box that he sent it in. And then he actually, it was really cute. He was like, oh yeah. He was like, I was going to get you like a real voodoo doll from like Madame Laurie's place. But he was like, but I got you like a cute one instead. And you can give it to your nephew since he broke his leg.
Oh, that was nice of
Isn't
him.
He's so cute.
He is.
He's like
Paper.
right. Oh. And then and I do have it back there. He actually, I got 4 different things of pralines. So I got 2 pralines from this place, and then I got 2 pralines that he actually made because he took a cooking class. So
wow.
So that was super good. I have 1 praline left, and I am saving. And I'm super excited about him coming back. That way we can make beignets together, and he can cook for me because he did the New Orleans cooking class. So yes, and then also it'd be good to see him because
it's been a while.
It's been a while.
He's been gone for how many weeks now?
I think it's like week 3.
Sheesh.
Like, yeah, it's something like that.
So I'm like, he's been gone a while.
Yeah, but
hashtag I miss him too. Like,
right? You don't even know. Oh wait, he's watching.
Oh my god! I miss you too, Cupid. I hope he knows his nickname.
Oh yeah, he knows.
Okay, good. I was gonna say.
Am I blushing?
Yeah, you're a little pink.
Oh, and he said that the mask is actually a screen print.
Oh, yo!
But it's still awesome.
Oh.
So yes, so I am happy. I'm very happy that I didn't show his presents.
What presents? What are you talking about?
His birthday presents.
No, I was being coy. Of course I know what you're talking about.
Yes, but I showed them to you before. I showed them before, and it's like good. Like
they're good, son.
Okay.
They're good, Cupid.
All right.
I watched them. I saw them.
Okay. All right. So, Miss Joy, what have you been doing life-wise since our last break?
So I've been reading some comics. Recently, Bibi and I went to Carnegie Hall and we watched this orchestra and choir and fantastic soloists sing. And it was beautiful. It was called The Dreamweaver. And it was just like a whole collection of different pieces of music from different things. And they had 2 women, and towards the end they sang in different languages. And I was like, oh, she gonna sing that? And then she did. And I was like, wow. So that was like our, to me, adult thing, like we're adults going to Carnegie Hall. Ooh.
I have a joke for you. Do you know how to get to Carnegie Hall?
No. Yes, I do, but no, I don't.
Okay.
How?
Practice.
Oh my god.
It's so you can. That's like the thing you could ask like New Yorkers on the street, like, how do you get to Carnegie Hall? Just like practice, practice, practice.
Oh, see, nope.
Yeah.
I mean, it is very true. The people that were on stage, I mean, I couldn't see everybody, but like it was the one dude that played like 3 different things, and then there was a lot of like, you know, the violinists and the cello and the bass, and there's just so many people, excuse me, that were a part of it. So that was a really nice thing to do. I had fun with that. I did briefly want to give you this one comic that I finished, the last comic I finished, and I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but I'm going to show you a picture. And I have the book, but I'm not gonna bring the book out right now.
Okay.
You know, it's
Is it a dirty picture?
No, it's not. But this is the cover of it. It's called Sunstone.
Okay.
And it is a comic that touches on, well, not touches, I mean, basically
Grazes, does it graze?
Basically graze, if that's what you want to call it. But this is a S&M comic.
Okay.
Which is something that I've never really read before. I mean, of course, we all know it's like a fetish thing, being dominant and submissive and things like that. But this one is a story about these 2 women and how they met each other and how that's their journey of discovering that fetish with each other.
Okay.
Because they're both, spoiler giving it away, sort of, but they're both like first timers.
Okay.
So it's kind of like you had, I guess, you had a fetish for like furries, but you of course never really told anybody, and then you meet someone online that also likes furries, and then you like meet each other for the first time, and you get the jitters and stuff out. And I really enjoyed it. I thought, of course, you would think it's gonna be all like, oh my god, graphic and sex and this and that, which there was.
Yeah.
But interesting comic. I can't wait to buy the second one. And so I was really immersed in that.
So essentially it like not only did it show the sexy parts of S&M, but it also showed the humanistic parts, and the fact that just like everything else, while there's a super sexy side of it, there's also the vulnerability and the jitters, the vulnerability and the fear.
Trust.
And absolutely the trust. And
the trust.
It's weird. They're in the one, remember when I did the review on the sexy games?
Yeah.
At the one dealing with like S&M or spanking, like at the end of the spanking session, you had to do aftercare for the person where like you were like rubbing their backs.
That's in here.
Yeah, and it's aftercare, and the reason why is because like if you treat somebody very poorly, you also need to build them back up to help with the trust. And if you give them very harsh touches, you need to balance that out. That way you're not just an asshole. Oh
my God. Just you bringing up that term is like, this book it taught me stuff, and it made me, and the guy, it's a man who wrote the story, and he also draws the comic, but he's married. So he was saying how this story wasn't even like a main story for him. It was kind of like a get out of writer's block story.
Okay. And it just turned out to be this thing that
that he wasn't planning on releasing. He only released it as like funny comic strips about like doms and submissive people, and it just ended up with these 2 characters being the main focus after all. And it was really nice, because of course I would have never been like, oh yeah, S&M, like totally am into that. But just to read the story and the trust and how it happens and how people appear to be one thing and they really just looking for a connection with someone else, and this is just their way of doing it. I was like, okay,
yeah,
I'm in it for the story. I'm in it. So I really, 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 and thank you to my cousin Antonio for suggesting it to me. He suggested to me like a year or 2 ago. Yeah. And I was like, yeah, baby. And then now I read it. I was like, oh, I'm so dumb.
Awesome.
And then again, the last life thing is I finally got an easy pass again.
I don't have one.
I had one when I transferred to North Jersey for college, but I wasn't making enough money really to support the Easy Pass, and then there was overdrafts, and I just took it back. But this time, I felt like, you know what, I've been traveling a lot, and it's been very unproductive. Where the last time I've had to travel, I was literally $1 short of a tunnel, and I had to get off, go to 2 different gas stations, and then end up going to a Walmart just to get $1, which I ended up not getting $1. I had to take out more than that to just go through a tunnel to catch a show that I just barely made. And I was like, you know what, I gotta, for all this, I could just had a Easy Pass. Like, just so.
Yeah.
It did come to my house, and I didn't put it in the car yet, but yeah, I'm excited. Finally, an adult with an Easy Pass now.
It's funny, you know how like people are like they like hold it up in the air because they don't like if you have it in your trunk, it'll go off.
Pretty much.
Because it deals with the signal waves. Like everybody like thinks like, oh, like it's like not that big of a deal. But I actually don't have one, and the reason why is because firstly, I don't really need one, like travel wise. I grab the change or whatever that I need. And since I don't do it
often enough.
Yeah, it's not really a need for me. That's the one less like adult sort of thing. But then again, my parents also waited forever. I think my parents just got one like within a year or two ago. So like that was never really a super thing for my family, you know?
Yeah, no, I feel you. My parents don't have one either. It's only just been me that has ever ordered it. I just felt like at this point in time now, I can probably get it and then be okay with like paying it from, you know, quarter to quarter. So
you're awesome.
Yes, thank you. So yeah, boom, thanks.
All right, boom. All right. So next up, we have TV shows. Which, spoiler alert, Joy hasn't been watching Black Lightning.
No, I'm actually 2 episodes behind, but I'm itching to watch it.
All right, so that is her update. She's excited about Black Lightning, and my update is about the Roseanne reboot.
How has it been?
Oh my gosh, the Roseanne reboot has been so phenomenal. All right, so the first, I haven't mentioned anything yet about the Roseanne reboot on the show. But the thing about the Roseanne reboot is that it did a really good job. Ooh, I wanted to see if anybody was on the thingamabobbers.
Not that I can see.
All right. So the really cool thing about the Roseanne reboot is that all the characters came back and their storylines like epically make sense. So like
Dan's not dead. I know that.
So Dan isn't dead, and the reason why was because the ending or season 9 at the season finale or the series finale where she's like basically saying that it was all a book, like that was actually part of the book as well. So like Dan was alive, her sister wasn't gay, her mother wasn't gay.
What? Wait, I don't know all that.
At the end of season 9, the series finale, she basically says that she, you know,
made it all up.
Yeah, she made it all up, and that was actually the book. So that was how they justified how the ending of the series, like they retconned it, which is fine. But then again, she also said like, oh yeah, well, if we had a 10th season, we would have gone back to normal. You know, we never won the lottery. Hey, Rodney, what up?
Rodney, what up, bro?
We're talking about Roseanne.
Wait, does this still have the same song?
Yeah.
Oh, really? They didn't upgrade it? It's just like the same.
It's the same theme song, and it's except for it's like the kids and the kids around the table, and it's fantastic. And so the way that it starts off with Roseanne and Jackie, they've been fighting ever since the election. Roseanne voted for Donald Trump.
No.
And Jackie went to vote for Hillary Clinton, and she froze, and then she voted for Jill Stein in the Green Party because she like because Roseanne had her second guessing herself.
Oh my God.
And so, which I thought was funny. And like, but they really wanted to talk about like the divide about like the country, how like families are split up and like how like everybody just like wants the best thing. And like Roseanne was like, of course I voted for him. He said that he was going to make jobs. He was going to bring jobs here.
Oh.
It's just very interesting because when people villainize either side, they forget that like the reason why people root for somebody is not to be against somebody else, but so that was interesting. And it's funny because the news made like a big stink like Roseanne's about Trump. Like, no, it's not. That was literally just like the first episode and nothing else.
Okay.
Oh yeah, but it's great though because DJ, there was an episode from the original show where DJ was in a school play. I think he was probably like 12, and he had to kiss a girl, and he was like super excited and wanted to get this part to kiss the girl. And a black girl got the part, and then he didn't want it, and he had never kissed anybody before, and he didn't want to kiss her.
Oh my God!
Yeah, and like it was like a hot button thing, you know. And like Dan's like, well, like of course, like he probably just feels like nervous because, and then like him saying that just sounds like terrible. And then Roseanne's like, no, you're a bigot. Like it was awesome. Lo and behold, guess what? He's got a daughter and she's half black. And guess who the mother was?
The first girl he kissed.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Which I think was just so cute because like you hear about like people like making fun, you know what I mean? Like making fun of like childhood friends, and then like, you know, like the childhood bully becomes friends with like the person that bullied them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like that sort of stuff. So I just thought that was like a good thing. Like fans of the show will see like nods to things in the
happened.
It happened in the past 20 years ago. Yeah. So I don't know. I just thought that was very interesting.
Because I know I grew up with Roseanne, but I don't remember Roseanne enough to remember everything that happened. Like, I think I just knew it was on and I would watch it. And when I was watching, it was funny, but I just don't remember anything that was part of the show. Except for like when Darlene would do something, but I don't remember much of what they did. It just seemed like a big blur.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I feel like that's also the American sitcom. Like you're meant to like watch it and then like, you know, like, oh, like that was funny, you know. But I remember some like really iconic things like Roseanne's father died. And she was making all the phone calls to all the relatives. And then she's like, Jackie, you got to make a phone call. So she goes to like call one of her like great aunts. She's like, just to let you know, hey, Nana, just to let you know, Dad's dead. And then she's like, what? What about your father? Dad's dead. What happened to your father? He died. What? Dad's dead. He's dead. Huh? He sends his love. He's fine. He sends his love. But and then she hangs up and then she's like, I can't do this. And like that was like a really great moment just because the acting is so good. Especially the actress that the really cool thing about Roseanne is that Roseanne just had comedic abilities. She wasn't an actress. So they hired really amazing actors to work around her. So like John Goodman, amazing actor. I believe he has a theater background. Laurie Metcalf, who plays Aunt Jackie, was the mother in Lady Bird. Was with Steppenwolf Theater in Chicago. Amazing theater. So like had really great actors around her, and it kind of helped like corral her in. Like there are moments, like I heard an interview where Laurie Metcalf said that, you know, like, oh, I'd be walking with Roseanne and I would just be like walking and I would like push her, you know, to her mark, you know, like, but like play with it with the scene to help guide her. So I don't know. So that's my little Roseanne rant. I I would have to say that it is just as good as the original. It like
Nice.
fits in. It ties in very nicely.
Nice.
All
I'm
right.
glad that they took the time to do that.
Oh yeah, they definitely. And Rodney said that he's the same exact way as you, Joy. He can't remember a single thing from Roseanne, which is a shame. You guys should watch some. You guys should watch some reruns.
Yeah, for sure. Because it seems, and my manager asked me about it if I was watching it. I was like, yeah, I'm interested. I just hadn't had a chance to sit down and watch it. So yeah.
All right. So you mentioned something on our show notes about wanting to see Rampage, Ready Player One, Isle of Dogs, Love, Simon, The Miracle Season, and Tomb Raider. Did you see any of them yet?
No.
Which?
And I wanted to, but then we had to do stuff, so I, didn't get to go to the theater. But those are the movies that are currently out that I would like to see.
All right. And I've seen Love, Simon.
How was it?
Very good. I thought it was very good. I don't think I mentioned it last show. Me and Cupid saw it, and it was pretty freaking fantastic. It was so cute. The premise is this kid can't tell anybody that he's gay. And it has you wondering who he's like writing these like notes to, these like secret notes to online. And it's great though, because the entire time you're like wondering, is it this person? Is it that person? Is it this person? And the thing that I really liked was that they like threw somebody in there, and you were supposed to sort of think that it was that person, like the entire time. And like I was like, oh, this is so dumb if it is that person, and it wasn't that person, and I was very happy. So that's like a big spoiler. It's like a very big spoiler, but not. I just really like that they like were able to fake me out, because if they didn't fake me out, then I would have been very angry with that movie.
Oh yeah, of course. I was told to read the book first before watching the movie. But I would still want to watch the movie.
Oh yeah, I saw the movie and I liked it.
Good.
But I mean, I also think it's one of those things that your best bet is to, and this is not popular opinion. I'm like, if you're gonna watch something, I kind of feel like you should watch the movie first and then read the book. The reason why is because if you don't know the previous source material, then you're like, this movie's great. And then you read the book and you're like, this book is even better. But then if you read like the book first, then you're like, this book is amazing. This movie's mediocre. Like you can't go back. Like you can't go back. So like see movies first.
I think that's exactly what I was told with A Wrinkle in Time. They were like, just you either no, it wasn't just that. I'm sorry. It was with like Walking Dead and that's the other one I'm supposed to read. Oh, Game of Thrones and stuff. It's like you pick one medium or the other. If you're gonna read it. But or you just watch it all, but still, like you're gonna be disappointed in some way if you do like you said, like the book and then you watch the movie. So
unless you can entirely divorce one from the other. And just say, like, I enjoy the movie for what it is. I enjoy the show for what it is. I enjoy the book for what it is.
Yeah. And I think I would be that way. Let's say my instant thought was Harry Potter. Like, I did not read after book 2 and a half. Okay, so I was reading book 2 and then I stopped. Because, like I keep mentioning to everyone, it was so expansive that my imagination could not conceive what was happening in the book. Okay. So I just blanked out and put it away and brought it back to the Red Big Library. But the movies were excellent to me. I was like, oh my God. But I can't tell you any detail from any of those movies.
Yeah. So it was one of those things where she kind of she took away the fun part of reading. Like she gave you too much information to the point where you're like,
Who's she?
The lady that wrote Harry Potter.
J.K. Rowling.
Yeah, she like
Rowling.
Yeah, what I'm saying is that she gave you so many details that your mind like couldn't even like comprehend it. Like you would have preferred less information. Like like, I don't need to know what what the bookcases had and why the walls were that color. You were just like, I just want to read a book about a kid. Like, you would have liked a abridged version of it. Like,
yes, because I'm pretty sure. I think the last thing I remember, and I think it was the Chamber of Secrets. I don't know if they was in the chamber yet. They were just describing something, and I was like, dear God, like, what am I reading? And I know I'm smart. I can definitely understand and like, what is it when you read something, you interpret. I interpreted the words that were on the page, but I kept reading the same paragraphs over and over again and not understanding anything. And I was like, you know what? No, I'm just gonna wait for my school to go watch this movie. And every movie since then, I've been like, oh, that's what she was trying to say. Like, oh, okay. So, yeah, I like you said, I'm sure the books are fantastic and are forever marked in history, but I'm not reading it.
I'm
sorry.
I'm like, I've never read or watched a Harry Potter movie or book.
Oh no!
I know.
Okay.
But Mr. Rodney has said that he's been watching Jessica Jones season 2.
Ew.
Excellent. And he called me out for mentioning Love, Simon before.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, I did mention it. But Jessica Jones season 2 was amazing and I loved it. And Rodney is saying, wow, really? About me not reading a Harry Potter or watching a Harry Potter movie. Yes, it was like a badge of honor that I've had. But I was told by like my truest friend what house I would be in.
Ooh, who would you be? Oh, you Ravenclaw?
I would be a Slytherin.
You know what? I didn't want to say Slytherin, but I was like, he might be a Ravenclaw. You're a Slytherin, bro?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's because the ends justify the means. Like, if I have to do some really crappy things for the better of you, I probably would.
Oh, do you know what I am?
You are a Hufflepuff.
Oh, yeah. I've probably been said that a long time ago, but yes. I am the Huffleist of Hufflepuff right here.
Ooh, I wonder what Rodney is. I bet you're Rodney.
Rodney, what are you? Gryffindor?
I could see Rodney being a Gryffindor. He's super loyal to us. He's like so loyal.
Either Gryffindor or Hufflepuff.
Right. I could see him being a Hufflepuff too.
Join the puff side.
I don't know.
But yes. 2% judgment, but it's okay. You're not missing a whole bunch of anything.
I don't know. I kind of feel like I found the most important thing, which is what house I would be in.
Yeah.
And I know what they represent, so.
Oh, but have you seen Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them?
No, but I should. I know that I should see it.
That one was good. It's just when I watched it in the theaters, and it was very loud for me.
It was loud? It was a movie?
I went to New York and I saw it in that like 4D or whatever the hell surround sound, and it was just like so loud.
Oh, Rodney's a Gryffindor, he said.
We knew it. So yeah, just definitely watch Fantastic Beasts because what's his name? Eddie Redmayne.
Yeah,
he's good. He's fantastic, and then of course Johnny Depp. Like,
oh, that's reason to not see it.
No. He's not really in it towards like until the end, from what I remember. I just pull the Johnny Depp stuff to the side. He plays a character.
Like for real, or is he playing himself as?
Oh damn.
Or is he playing like the one character that he can play?
I think that's how I feel about Kevin Hart too. I think it's a mix of himself and this person he's trying to portray, but he's in it, so womp. Like it's like a friend of mine used to say, like it's Bernadette Peters being whoever she's being. Oh my god, yeah, it's basically her. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Like the joke is that in a movie, it's him being that character in the movie instead of that character.
Oh my god, and I kind of like people.
I'm Willy Wonka. I'm Captain Jack Sparrow.
Yeah. I didn't like it. I think the only movie I really enjoyed him in, and I hope this is him, is Edward Scissorhands.
Yeah, I was doing that. I was like,
Oh, okay. I was like, wait, I want to make sure. Yeah, because something about that scene with, I feel like I've said this on here before.
oh, about the hands?
Something about, there was a scene with him where I think he was pretty much getting sexually assaulted or like getting sexually hit on, or he was being lusted after, and he was so uncomfortable, and I was so turned on by this. I was just like, what is going on?
You're a perv.
Oh, completely. But I was young. I had no idea why I felt the way I did. But I can kind of vividly remember him sitting in a chair, and this woman was just
the
like,
sofa, yeah. And she's
oh my God, come. And then he was just like, oh, bitch. Like and I was just like, oh, yes.
oh,
like,
with his mouth, and it was like,
yeah, he was just like, what are you doing? I feel uncomfortable. What do you stop? Like he was trying to avoid her, and she was just like throwing herself at him. And I was like, ooh, I know this is bad, but like this is good bad. Yes.
I have my own Edward Scissorhands story, and then we'll get to Rodney.
Oh my God, yes.
My own Edward Scissorhands story is, so I think up until I was like 12, I sat in my wooden like baby seat, and it still had like the feet thing to like put your feet up.
Oh yeah.
I for some reason, I think I was like 10, because it was like wide. It was wide. And the thing about it is that whenever we would watch things like a movie and there was like a snake on the thing, I would like have to put my feet up because I was afraid that the snakes were going to like bite my feet. Like I would think about that. Oh. I did the same thing when I used to watch Edward Scissorhands.
Really?
He's going to like snip my feet.
Oh, baby Ricky.
I know.
I thought you were going to say if you ever watch scary or sexual movies with your parents and you're in the seat, you'd have to put your seat up because.
No. It like didn't have it didn't have the tray. It was just like, it was almost like, you know, those red chairs that have like the and like it's a step stool. Yeah, no, it's a step stool or it's a chair.
Oh, okay.
It was almost like that. Like it was just, but it was like wide. I don't know. It was like, it was weird. It was like a high chair, but it was like wooden. So like it could like fit my butt at like age 10, 11. Like that's where I would sit. And then Rodney was saying the fact that he thinks Johnny Depp is losing his mojo, and he's a Gryffindor all day, and that he wants to go to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. Maybe one day. I
don't know if I've ever said that, but I went to the one in Florida. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. Back in 2015, my cousin graduated from high school, and we were going through some stuff during that time, and I was like, F it, we're gonna go to Universal Studios. Like we're gonna celebrate and go and have fun. So me and him went, and that's when I really discovered if I was a Hufflepuff or not. Cause it's just straight up. I think really though, we wanted to go to just like see if there were things from our childhood that was still there. And some of them were there and some of them weren't. But I was like, we have to go to Harry Potter World. Like we gotta go there. And yeah, I went through the whole pick your wand and when's your birthday. And I didn't get all the robes and like the clothes and stuff. I got my wand. I got a custom wand.
Oh,
so I felt really special. And you get like the inside the wand, like the wand box, you get a map, and it's supposed to be an interactive wand, which of course I didn't know that until after I left the park. You can use your wand to do stuff. I'm going home.
So it's like super expensive.
Yeah, it was. And I was like, oh.
And you didn't even use half of its thing. You didn't use like ooh, I can do stuff at the park.
Nope. I just straight up was like, I'm going to have this one when I go home. I'm going to interact. I'm going to do, because I thought it was one of those, like, you know how you have a lightsaber and you can, I thought it was that. So I brought it home and I'm trying to do the spells. And I thought that a light would go off or something.
Like Disney, like dun, dun, dun.
Yes, I was like, oh, I'm gonna be one of them Disney Channel kids. No, so now I'm hoping that either we go, or like maybe my friends and I would go, or you and I can go. Like, I would love us to go there so I can use my wand, like, and just be dressed up in Hufflepuff stuff. So yeah, I'm a big baby.
Yay.
Wait, how much was it? How much was what? The wand or like the park? Like
I think probably the wand. I think he means.
if I remember correctly, it was probably like I'm saying my mind is giving me like 60 something dollars, but I don't think so because I also bought stuff from my cousin as well in the same store. So maybe overall the wand probably wasn't that much money, but I had money, so I was like, I'm gonna buy this because I'm 25 years old. Like I'm a grown woman at the park, and I'm not gonna be stopped. So yeah, it was really nice. So oh yeah, the wand. Yeah, from my remembrance, I can't remember right now, but I'm gonna say it's between either $30 to $60. But I think maybe we can look this up on the internet. I don't know. It was worth it though. I still have it. I love it, and I bring it out like once every 6 months to look at it. So yeah. Gryffindor.
All right. So game wise, we have a little bit of time, so I'm just going to very quickly discuss. I played Friday the 13th on Friday the 13th because it happened this month, and nothing new is going on. There's a new girl coming out. Her name's Victoria Sterling, and she's based off of the character Melissa. And she's the bitchy girl trope in horror movies. In fact, she is identical to the actress or like the character, but I guess they didn't get the rights for the actual name of the person or like the rights of the actor. So that's why they had to like change the name. It's pretty okay. We're still waiting on a patch for dedicated servers, stuff like that. But I was actually able to play for a little bit, which I haven't been able to for a while. How about you? What's your Shadow of the Colossus?
Yeah, I'm still rocking with Shadow of the Colossus. I'm debating whether I should play it after this, or I mean, I at this point I was like, I probably won't, but I'm down to the last Colossus, so I'm almost done with the game. I decided to play this one because I do also have the Last Guardian, but since getting this one, I'm like, I should probably play this one first and then go back to the Last Guardian. And this game is amazing. Like, this is so fun, but it's kind of hard for me. Have you ever played Shadow of the Colossus or?
Oh no, I didn't.
Okay. It's really good. It's just basically it's like kind of David and Goliath kind of thing, where you just have to take down these giant stone monsters and one at a time. So this is pretty much the whole game. But I of course cheat because if I can't figure it out in like 5 minutes, I have to look up how to beat it.
Stop! No
so,
way.
like, because I don't want to waste time trying to like run around and doing stuff that I'm not supposed to be doing. So yeah, I'm almost done with it.
Cheater.
And basically. And I'm on easy too. Like level easy, and I'm still like, how do you beat this? So yeah, I really love it. And compared to people who've played it back when it was first released to the remastered PS4 version, the PS4 version is very, very well done. It looks so real. I don't know what part of the earth they shot this. Like they got inspiration for this, but it is so believably real.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if anyone, please check out Shadow of the Colossus. It's really dope. And I don't really know the plot, except that I have to kill these monsters to make my girlfriend come back to life. Like, I wasn't really a lot of premise that they gave you. They're just like, hey, if you want your wish, kill these stone things. And I was like, don't have a choice. So, yeah, I love it. Oh, and then I see. Okay, are you gonna announce it or?
Oh no, you do it.
Okay, so I was like, Rodney got a new job. Yay!
Money.
Let me not shake my titties too much, but let me not shake my titties too much. But yes, congratulations, Rodney.
We love you, Rodney.
Yes.
Good job. Hopefully they treat you good.
They better.
We'll talk to you in 6 months as to how you really like it.
Mm-hmm. But
You know
yeah,
how that is.
I'm so happy.
Oh, and Rodney said that Shadow of the Colossus is a wonderful game. So that's because you have taste and I'm tasteless, which we still need to play Friday the 13th together.
I know, I'm so sorry.
That's all right. That's all right. I bought her Friday the 13th.
And I still haven't played it yet.
The physical copy that has outfits that I don't have.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna play it for real. I am gonna play it. I just haven't played it because I've just been like bogged down with other games and of course comics, and I'm just like, but I did have it in my face. Yeah. So I guess it makes it worse. I'm sorry.
Rodney says that Shadow of the Colossus is a must play.
Yeah, it's very funny to hear real quick like men who are like, it was my favorite game of all time on the PlayStation 2 and they made it back in PS4 and it's so amazing. Like it's borderline crying about how great this game is, and like my favorite Colossus battle. Oh, like it's just so fun to hear them just crying about it. I'm just like, okay, it's my first time. It looks great. So
you're like, good job. And Rodney said, anybody gonna play God of War? The last God of War game I played was like the first one, which was like, it was like, thank you for like, because I feel weird for saying that, but like, no, I kind of feel like they did it. Like
they did it.
Like it's a game. Like, how different can God of War 1 be from 2 versus, you know what I mean? Like the concept.
I played the first God of War back in college, and I think I told somebody. I think it was my best friend's little brother. I don't know. I told somebody that I never played God of War, so they bought me the God of War collection. So I played the first God of War, and it pissed me off so much that I never wanted to play another one again.
Well, I mean, it's a hack and slasher. Like, that's it.
Oh no, the game was great, but it made me highly upset. And I was like, you know what? I just need a break. But I heard that after the first one, it gets easier to play, like easier to like deal with in terms of like the monster battles and things. But I was just like, nah, I need a hard break. And that was back in like 2011.
Oh, okay. Yeah, see, but then again, also I played it while I was still a kid, so 15, 16. So when you're 15, 16, you have time to grind and to like learn how to like deal with like a very hard hack slash game. Like to the point where like I remember like playing like the bonus things and trying to like the mode where like they just throw things at you, and then like if you can make it past a certain level, you get certain things. So like I played it. Rodney says, can I spoil it?
No, I actually do want to play it.
Okay, so you can't spoil it.
Don't spoil it. Well, unless you spoil it, I'm gonna take my headphones off. I'm not gonna.
No,
I don't want to. It actually looks really great. I actually do want to play it.
All right.
Kratos has a son. Is what I'm assuming.
That's dumb.
It looks good though.
It's dumb.
I didn't get to play it at PlayStation Experience because the line and the wait time, and it would always be sold out. Like there was no way for me to always to play it at any time. So
he means God of War 2 and 3. Yeah, no, it sounds like she wants to like.
Oh, God of War 2 and 3? Yeah, I guess. I thought you meant the new game. You can spoil the older games. The new game is what I thought you were going to spoil. No, you can spoil it. Go ahead. I mean, I'm pretty sure the continuity or whatever the span of life between games. We've passed that line. What is that called? It's like, what is it when you it's like the line of I can't think of it. Ronnie probably knows what I'm talking about as well. It's like when something's relevant and you pass the line of it. I just can't think of what it's called.
Yeah, it's when
Like the
You have
limit
it?
of statute,
Yeah.
statute of limitation.
Yeah, the statute of limitations.
Yeah, yeah, statute that.
Statute of limitations. Okay, all you need to know is Kratos kills the gods and the titans. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's what he wanted.
yeah,
I think.
good for him. But you know what's funny? It's dumb. And he killed himself at the end of 3 to stop himself from giving Athena his powers. There you go.
Oh. Okay. Damn.
Okay.
That's dramatic.
I don't know.
I think my favorite hack slasher of this one though is still Dante's Inferno. That game was awesome.
But he didn't die.
Kratos is still alive. Okay, go ahead. Okay, I like that.
He had a child.
I bet he did. He knew how to procreate. And it was sad because Kratos, remember, like his wife was killed, right?
Aren't all their wives killed? They're women in the freezer, in the refrigerator, right?
I feel like he had a family or something, or a wife or something, and then he didn't, then it was murdered. And unless I'm rereading Dante's Inferno plot, but
I think so.
Dang it, I forgot what Kratos' problems were.
I don't know. All the same, not hating the people.
Pretty much. It's just
Titans.
you're an underdog and you gotta kill some gods.
Yeah. Also, like, fuck the system. Sorry, I cursed.
Pretty much.
All right. And then Ronnie said that game was so slept on. And speaking of slept on, I have to get some sleep, guys. I'm so sorry.
I understand.
I had a double today, and I have a double tomorrow. And I love you all so much. This coming week, I have lots of doubles. My job is going through construction. I will be seeing Cupid.
Wait, which job?
The old people job. And by old people, I mean elderly people. I'm not stating that in a derogatory way. And yes. How about you?
I did want to ask you about Starbucks, but I'm not gonna bring it up.
They're doing racial sensitivity training on May the 28th. So it's funny because other people are saying, "Oh, they're closing Starbucks." Like, no, they are fucking doing a training seminar about how to act like a human. I didn't see the footage or anything like that.
I really did.
I didn't see the footage, but as a Starbucks employee, the moment that I hear a person was recording in the store, I immediately go to my place of, like, I'm sorry, sir, we're not allowed to record anything inside the store, which is true. You're not allowed to. Like, if I went to go make a video, YouTube video, like, you're not allowed to do that in the store.
Makes sense.
So, like, that's immediately, like, that's initially when I saw somebody, like, post something, I was like, I just ignored it. Because I was like, you're not supposed to. But I have no idea. Like, I've heard the gist of it, but, like, that's the first thing that I go to is, like, you're not supposed to record in the store, because no matter what, you talk to whoever and then they'll give you free shit.
Word. Yeah. No, I should know more, but again, social media and me, and I don't really know that much, so I don't want to totally talk on it, but
yeah.
I was just like, oh yeah, Starbucks. I wonder if Ricky heard. Like, I just wanted to.
Yeah, and the fact that I heard, yeah. Oh well, oh man, I'm like, part of me is like tired. No, there's a guy. There's actually a guy, like 2 years ago when we first got the drive-through store, that he kept on like leaving stuff on like the table. Like, he would always like go to like he would take stuff, but then he would like leave it on like the thing, and I just like mentioned to him, like, oh, I was like, I know that you never take the first paper towel, but if you're not going to use it, then, you know, could you be so kind as to like throw it in the actual garbage instead of like leaving it on the thing?
Yeah.
Just because there's always like, he always did that, and he was not the same shade as me. Yeah, and in which case I had, hey, hey, what are you doing over there? Hey, do you want to say that to me now?
Oh no.
And I just, yeah, and like nothing happened with it. Like we contacted, I contacted like my DM, or my DM was like contacted, but it was just one of those things where I was like, I said that because you make a mess. I'm like, not because of that, but to have like somebody like berating, like saying like, hey, what's the matter? Why don't you like me? And in which case it was like, you literally kept on doing something. And then after I said that, then he was vindictively doing it.
That's the other side that I don't like.
And that was, then you're vindictively doing it. So I don't know. So that's like the weird thing. Because then he was like probing me and like trying to like make a thing happen. That way you could neatly edit it. So that way it looks Starbucks employee goes off on white Starbucks employee goes off on black guy. I'm talking about, that's my personal experience. I'm not saying anything about anything. I'm just saying that situation actually happened to me. That happened while we've done the show, and I never brought it up.
And I didn't want to bring it up to be like, this is why blah blah blah. Like,
no, because I have no idea about.
No, I barely do either. That's why I'm like, as much as I know it was something that I keep saying now, but I was just like, dang, like I don't want bad things to happen to good people. And if it is something where they weren't, doing anything, then that sucks that they were, wrong place, wrong time, well, whatever the situation was. But then I also hate when people are, it takes away the attention from people who actually deserve that spotlight. Yeah. Like that dude doing that to you, that shouldn't have been a thing, because there are clearly levels that should have been like, all right, clearly he could have just been like, all right, let me stop doing that because he noticed that I've been doing it.
Yeah, it was like a behavioral. But then again, also that same guy was also saying like, "Oh, you have flies in your pastry case. Eatontown doesn't have flies in their pastry case." I'm like, well, we also we have different styles of pastry case. We didn't have a front opening pastry case. It is sealed glass, so I couldn't it's just a different setup, and also it's just.
Like he's just an a-hole then.
He was, and he was like trying to like make trouble. Rodney said, "Are people boycotting?" We've been doing pretty okay in sales, and I all types of people have still been going to my store. So
yeah, this one incident isn't gonna make people stop drinking Starbucks or eating Starbucks. So that's not realistic.
And then he said that that's unfortunate because people are going to constantly try to antagonize people at Starbucks. And he said, I'm sorry. No, it's okay. It's, as Joy said, I just feel like it's really crappy when there are true issues that they are because people are, because there are false things. Instead of false things can muddy down the truth, as opposed to people being like, oh, it's doing the opposite of what somebody's hoping to do. Instead of raising a stink for your cause, it's actually hurting your cause.
So yeah, I'm sorry that we went on that. I really just forgot to ask you earlier on, so that's why I wanted to say it now. But okay. And then side note, I got Dante's Inferno for an ex-boyfriend, and he didn't want it, and that's the only reason why I got to play it, and I don't regret that decision. That's the only thing I wanted to say. Go on.
All right. My stuff is chock full of Moxie online.
Yes.
And you should subscribe to me, like me. I don't know. That's all I got.
Well, only on Twitter, right? Because you don't have Facebook.
Yeah, oh, wait a second. Mini update. My street performing, I forgot to give my street performing website, event fan page, whatever, to my mom or something. So I think I'm gonna actually have to log in 2 days before it's gonna be deleted.
Oh
like
no.
just to like hand it off to my mom. That way it exists. That way people like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I think right now, because when I saved my copy of everything, it didn't even save that stuff because I think it's its own separate entity in my name. So because like I've been like looking forward, I'm like, yeah, because it's 2 weeks for them to delete it. So I don't know. All right, so that's me, and then Joy is Miss Joy at joyinfinity dot everything, all the things.
Oh yeah, all of the things. You can find me.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, I was just saying you can find me pretty much anywhere. So anywhere that's socially acceptable. And I don't post as often because, you know, I'm not trying to put all my business out there, but I don't post as much. But yeah, if you ever needed to talk to me, you know where to find me on the things.
Oh, that's not a Nightcap theme. All right. Thank you so much for watching, Mr. Rodney and Mr. Cupid for a little bit. Konnichiwa.
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. Good night.
Good night. We love you guys. Thanks for watching. I love you, Rodney. Happy first job. Or not first job. Better job.
Happy better job.
Happy better job. Oklahoma.
Make more money, Oklahoma. Oh, Oklahoma, yes.
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.